Hi everyone, this is the third video, the final video for 5.6, and we're going to look for a total for this one, okay? Same mantra, percent of a total is the part. Are you guys hearing this in your sleep yet? Percent of a total is the part. Alright, so let me give you a problem. 40% of what number is 60? Okay, so let's look what we're looking for. Right here, percents are easy. Percent of what number? Percent of total. This what number is going to be the total. Is 60. So 60 is the part. Okay, percent of total is the part. Percent of total is the part. Now, modeling way. All the ways are kind of similar, but it's just kind of a little bit of variation. And I always like to start off with 0%, 0, 100%. Okay. We're looking for the total, so that means we're looking for the number right below 100%. That's what we're looking for. And 60 is somewhere here. But since it's broken down to 40%, you can actually split this into either 10%, 5%, 20%, okay? Whichever way kind of makes it a little bit easier for you. And I like bigger numbers, so I always like to do 20%. Okay, I'm going to do 20%. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100%. So all my percents are always on top. Now, 40% of what number is 60? So 40%, so right below that, that's the part, is going to be 60. Okay, 60, that's the part. 40% is 60. Now, 2 parts gives us 60. So that means each part is going to be 30. 30, because 30 plus 30 is 60. So if each part is 30 right here, 20% is 30, 60% is 90, 80% is 120, so 100% is going to be 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30, or 30 times 5, and that's 150. So the answer is 150. So that's the total. Okay. Way number 2. Ratio table way. Percent PT. Okay. We already know what we're looking for, but then this is another method to kind of show what you're looking for. So 40%, I like to change it into fractions, 40 over 100. You can always simplify this, okay? You do not have to say 40 over 100. And then P is going to be 60, and T is going to be the question mark. Let's try to actually do this in the simplest form. So 40 over 100, I can divide top and bottom by 20, so that's going to give me 2 over 5, and that's the simplest form. Okay, 40 over 100 is 2 over 5. Now let's put them in our ratio table. You can put this 40 over 100, or put the simplest form, 2 over 5. The numerator always is the part, and the denominator is always the total, okay? Now, leave a space just in case you need it, 60, and this is what we're looking for. All right, here's the reason why I simplified. Because 40, can 40 go into 60 easily? It's going to be a fraction or a decimal, okay? But now, in our simplest form, 2 can go into 60 easily, so I actually don't even need this middle column right here. So 2 to become 60 is multiply 30. Whatever I do at the top, I do it at the bottom. So 5 times 30 is 150. Same answer, different method. Okay? Method number 3, proportion way. Just move this and change them into a fraction. Okay? So you can write it as 40 over 100 equals 60, because that's a part, over x, because that's what you're looking for as a total. The total is always at the denominator. Okay? Or make your life easier. You can simplify 40 over 100. So simplify this. So it's going to be 2 over 5 equals 60 over x. So now you no longer have to multiply big numbers, you're multiplying smaller numbers. Okay? Now you cross multiply. This go here, this go here. 5 times 60, that's 300. Equals 2 times x, that's 2x. To solve for x, you need to get x to be by itself, so divide by 2. Whatever you do at the right, you do it to the other side, so that's 2. So 150, 2 and 2 cancels out, so x is going to be by itself. Okay? And 300 over 2 is 150, so that's your final answer. And then there's the fourth way, which is the multiplying way. And I actually do not like this way. But if you like this way, go for it. Usually people who do way number 4 tend to make a mistake. Okay? And the formula is P over percent equals T. That's the formula that you're using. So now, plug it in. P is 60. Percent is going to be either 40 over 100, or you can keep it as a decimal, okay? And I'm going to use this, for this particular method, for percent, I'm going to make this a decimal. So 40%, and hopefully you guys know how to change percent to decimal. You're moving decimal 1 time, 2 times, oops, 1 time, 2 times to the left, and so that's going to be 0.4 equals T. All right? Now, you divide. Numerator, the top number, is always going to be your dividend. And divisor, the outside number, is always going to be the denominator, so that's 0.4. You do not divide decimals, so you need to change this to a whole number, so that's moving decimal to the right 1 time, so you multiply by 10, and you move the decimal 1 time to the right here. So the new column is going to be 600 divided by 40. When you do the calculation and do the math here, you realize that your answer is going to be 150. All right. So, oops, sorry, I totally messed this up. It's not 40, it's actually 4. Yeah, so it's 150. There you go. So choose a way that makes sense to you. I would recommend you try to be familiar with 2 ways, so you can always double check your work. But if you have any questions, please ask, okay? I'll see you later. Bye-bye.